Hi Leo, welcome to August 2017. Wow, is this a big time for you? Happy birthday! There's a total solar eclipse in Leo on August 21st. It's the second new moon in Leo. Having two new moons in the same sign is extremely significant, especially for you because they're both in Leo. So the first one was in July and it was at 0 degrees Leo. The one on the 21st, the total solar eclipse, is at 29 degrees Leo. So one right at the beginning and one at the end of the sign. The first one that comes in July is downloading the new energy for you. It's downloading the spiritual essence of Leo and what that means for you personally. When something's at the beginning of a sign like 0 degrees, we're new at it. So it's a not only new moon, but it is a new Leo moon. It's a new Leo start. It's a new Leo energy. And it is about birthing the new you. Now, the second one on the 21st is at the end, which is about completions and self-mastery. So it's all things Leo and mastering the energies of Leo, which is about the heart. Leo rules the heart. And coming from your heart, really looking at what you're doing, and is it your heart's desire? Or have you lost your passion for what you're doing, or where you are, or who you're with? So if we're not as passionate or engaged as we've been, then the eclipses are going to be more intense and more powerful for you because there's more changes and transformation needed. So it depends on each Leo how this energy is going to impact your life, what changes are going to happen. Some of the changes can be small and where you're not leaving a relationship or a job or a location. Some of the changes can be big, where you are moving, where you are moving on from a situation, where you are moving on from a relationship or a job. Something that you've outgrown, it's outworn, and it's time to move on. So, Leo rules the heart. Leo rules the inner child, the soul, and it's about having that childlike wonder in your life. Are you curious about things? Are you living in the moment? Are you engaged with your life? Are you excited about your life and what you're doing and where you're going? If not, what's missing? So these energies are igniting the fire of Leo and calling you to your destiny, to home, and what is right for you, and what is appropriate for you. So it's all about new beginnings. When you have a new moon in your sign, and you have two of them, it's powerful in fresh starts, new beginnings, new starts, new self-image, new personal development. It's all about new beginnings at this time for you. So as we go into the month of August, Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and he goes retrograde on the 3rd. And he has been forming a grand fire trine with any planets you have in Leo. Sun in Leo, Moon in Leo, Mercury in Leo, rising Leo, and so on. And he's in that area of philosophy, ideology, what you believe, your spirituality, long distance travel, higher consciousness. And it is about integrating and assimilating what changes you've made in that area. Maybe you've changed some of your beliefs. Maybe you've changed spiritually. Maybe you've changed ideologies, and so on. You know, you want to watch for being impatient too with this energy. It is with this Uranian energy is, you know, watch for being impatient or making rash decisions, because we're in eclipse season now, and this is a mega month, a powerful month, and it is going to be invoking a lot of emotion and feelings, and you're going to be feeling very strong about things. There's no lukewarm here with you, and this energy is changing you. And you can be feeling this in July, you'll be feeling this in September, you'll be feeling this for months and years ahead. Eclipses are the most powerful transit you can experience. They bring beginnings and completions, or completions and beginnings, and it's in your own sign as well as the North Node, and so you're very much involved with these energies that are impacting you at this time. So Uranus moves retrograde on the 3rd. Jupiter makes his final square to Pluto on the 4th, which I think is good news, because this has been the energy that takes some people over the top and, you know, gets them to act out in negative ways, and prejudice and arrogance and all of that. And having Jupiter separate off from Pluto can help calm down that energy. Then you're at the first lunar eclipse. The first eclipse of the month is a lunar eclipse in Aquarius on August 7th. And with the lunar eclipse in Aquarius, it brings the action to relationships. So here's where the universe wants for you to connect with yourself and also see other people's points of view. Make sure that your empathy is strong, because it's very easy to get self-focused when you have 2 new moons in your sign, the North Node in your sign, and a total solar eclipse in your sign. However, the first eclipse has the universe focusing you on other people. So it's about integrating other people's points of view into your life, the balance of the two. What's interesting at this Aquarius lunar eclipse is there's a yod, a finger of God, pointing to the Leo sun. So here we are back again looking at Leo, and of course Mars is in Leo, and Mars went into Leo July 20th, right before the new moon. And so we have Mars, the planet of action, energy, passion, and desire, in your sign, giving you tremendous energy, with the sun in Leo, and a yod, a finger of God, pointing to the sun in Leo. And, you know, so it is about really connecting to who you are, not who you think you're supposed to be, not playing roles for others so that we're, you know, codependent with people and pleasing others, and forgetting who we are and the inner child, what your inner child wants, right? Is like, you know, for me today, my inner child's like, I don't want to work. I want to play. I want to play. And so I can really feel that part of me that is, you know, pulling, because yes, I want to get my work done, but I really do need time to play. And that creates the balance in your life. So tune into what your inner child is asking for you. Like, what is it that you really want at this time? For me, it's just to play. And, you know, perhaps for you, it's that. Like, you need more play time. You need time to just play and be light and have fun and be silly. Humans are way too serious. Most of our lives is made up of responsibilities and work and duties and seriousness. That leaves about 5 to 20% of your life, which is humor or silly or fun. And so we need more fun in our life. We need to laugh more and play more. So that could be a message for you too, is that, you know, all work and no play makes Leo not happy. And so that could be the first message that the universe is delivering to you is, you know, have fun, see the lighter side of life. Don't take yourself so serious, right? Take your work serious, but you don't have to take you so serious. And do what makes you laugh. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel good. Do what brings you joy and laughter. Really important. And that creates the balance too, right? So that we're there for other people because we're there for self first. We're taking care of self first, and therefore we're more present with others. We're more available to others because of the self-care that you're doing. Now, this is a powerful time for you, and it is a wonderful time for new beginnings. Now, you know, if it isn't crazy enough to have this mega month with the total solar eclipse in Leo and the lunar eclipse in Aquarius, Mercury goes retrograde. Let's spice it up, right? Says the universe, let's mix it up. And so Mercury is going retrograde August 12th through September 5th. He starts out at 28 degrees Leo, and he moves back to, he starts out at 11 degrees Virgo, and he moves back to 28 degrees Leo on September 5th. And this is what keeps eclipses going. As faster moving planets come along, they reactivate the eclipse point. For example, the 15 degree Aquarius, 15 to 16 degree Aquarius point, and the 28, 29 degree Leo solar eclipse point. Hey, see, my Mercury mouth is running off already. It's running off. And so, you know, all the rules apply with the Mercury retrograde. You know, if you don't have to sign a contract right now, don't. If you don't have to, you know, take a new job, wait, right? If you want to move, wait. You know, sign a mortgage, sign a lease, and so on. Best to wait until he goes direct. However, life calls, and if you need to get something done now, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And I just think it's really interesting because you have two new moons, and one's right at the beginning, really initiating your spiritual growth and really connecting you, downloading, you know, the energy to ignite your soul and passion and who you really are, the essence of who you are. Not what you do, not what you're with, who you're with, not how much money you have, blah, 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 all the externals, but who you are as a cosmic being. So it's like the universe is saying to you, Leo, celebrate who you are. Celebrate. Take a moment and celebrate who you are. Celebrate your spirituality. Then as the energies move forward and the Leo gains in light and it moves through the degrees, at the Aquarius full moon, the sun is at 15 degrees. There's God pointing to it, saying, yes, be available for others. Make sure you are letting others show you things you don't know, teach you things you don't know. Don't be so self-absorbed that you're not hearing how others can help you and not allowing them to help you, right? Because you're so strong. And it is good to let others help you because that's how you receive. And then as we move on, the sun trines Saturn on the 13th and exactly trines Uranus on the 21st at the time of the total solar eclipse in Leo. Now this is a really big deal. And it's the first total solar eclipse that we've had in the United States in 100 years. So it's going to sweep through America. Boy, is that a message about leadership. Now, Leo rules royalty, and this total solar eclipse in Leo is conjunct the god star Regulus, which is all about royalty and, of course, coming from the heart. And when leaders are in alignment with their integrity and higher self, they make the best leaders. And so if they're not, eclipses can, end someone's role as a leader and can end the role of others at this time, because it brings completions. And so it's going to be interesting to see how this eclipse energy plays out. Now, it's on all summer, and it will be on all year, really, because as the faster moving planets come along, they reactivate it. Mercury's going to reactivate it on September 5th when he goes direct. And so, and then from the solar eclipse in Leo, we're building towards the Pisces full moon in September. And so this can be a time where, you're getting your cosmic downloads, you're getting insights and information, but you're not getting the whole story until we get into September. Because there is still a lot of retrograde energy here in August. We have Mercury retrograde, we have Uranus retrograde, Pluto is retrograde, Chiron is retrograde, Neptune is retrograde. And so we have all of this retrograde energy, and retrograde means go back and finish something from the past, or people coming back from the past. It is about completing things so that you can give birth to the new you. You're giving birth to the new you. This is like reincarnating without changing bodies. This is really big. And, it can change your life direction, where you can feel, you're on this path, and then all of a sudden you're over here. It can be that fast. It can happen on the day of the eclipses. It can happen on the 7th. It can happen on the 21st. Or it can happen right before those days. Or it can happen in July. Or it can happen in September. It will be unique for each one of us depending on what we need to change. For me last year, the Aquarius lunar eclipse, which wasn't even considered a total lunar eclipse or even an eclipse, it moved me very quickly. Right at that full moon last August, it was time to move, and I moved 2,000 miles. So it depends on what you need individually in your life path. It's going to be unique for each Leo as to how big the change needs to be for you. If you're living your passion and you're doing what's right for you, then it will be minor changes. It could be changes in patterns, like how you eat, how you work out, how you take care of yourself, how you listen to others. It can be, internal patterns. It just depends on where you're at and where you need to be. And, the eclipses will take what's obsolete. Like for me, they took where I was living. You're done. We're moving you now. Let's go. And so, being flexible is an important thing, because the changes can come really fast. It can come overnight, where you're in a relationship, then like overnight, you're out of the relationship. You've gone as far as you could go. Relationships are based on soul agreements. And when they're complete, the universe kicks you out. Success is not based on length of time. It is based on what you've done with each other, what you've learned from each other, how you've grown from each other, what it's taught you. That is what the universe dictates success is. Humans have another, length and the ego of what is success. But that's not what the soul considers. That's not what Source considers success. And that's why we always want to look deeper into what's going on, or what's really going on. Because what's on the surface may be one thing. I got this little bug flying around, and I'm like, how did you get in here? And the lights make, hey, we got light. Yeah, but it's not the sun. And so now it's sitting on the camera. Oh, that's too funny. But anyways, so, you know, this is a significant month for you. It's a huge month. It's a Leo month, and it's amazing what's happening here. And there's such good energy with these eclipses. I've gone back and I've looked at eclipses back in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, and they weren't as good as these. So this is good news for you. In other words, okay, just looking at the Aquarius full moon, Jupiter is trining the moon in Aquarius, and Jupiter is direct, and he's sextile the Leo sun. Jupiter is helping the Leos, and he's lifting up this lunar eclipse and pouring positive energy into both lights. The moon in Aquarius, the sun in Leo. That's good news for you. That's expansion for you. That's opportunity for you. That's prosperity for you. And, you know, even when life hands you lemons, you can make lemonade. And so you have good energy there. Here at the total solar eclipse in Leo, it has the grand fire trine off of it. Uranus is trining that sun exactly on the day of the eclipse. Innovation, genius, creativity, brilliant breakthroughs. You can have amazing breakthroughs now. Saturn is trining the eclipse and Uranus, grand fire trine. Saturn, supportive, long-lasting, longevity, practicality. And when you combine the two, you can do anything. You're unstoppable. You can do anything, Leo, you put your mind to and your heart in. The heart has to be involved. The heart has to be in. You rule the heart, or the heart rules you. And so if your heart's in it, and your passion's in it, and you feel like a kid in a rock star band, you're onto it. You're onto it. And, you know, the universe is totally supporting you. Look at all the planets in your sign. You have Mars, the planet of energy. The sun, your ruling planet. North Node, direction in life you're to go in. Leo. What is Leo? Leadership, joy, creativity, passion, love, heart, strength, courage. And so the universe is totally supporting you and saying, step up, move to the next level. What do you want to move to the next level in? What is it that your heart has been desiring? Right? Is it a soulmate? Is it your own business? Is it the starring role in something? Is it leading an organization? Is it, you know, a beautiful home? You know, it's going to be unique for each one. Whatever your heart is desiring, this energy is supporting you to achieve it. And it is an amazing energy because it is positive, harmonious, uplifting, inspiring, creative, energetic, and it's about bringing that zest and zing for life back to you, for you. So think about what it is you want, and it's like the universe is saying your wish is my command. If it's in your soul agreements to have it, then it will happen. And your timing. Now, if it's something else you want, like a soulmate or an amazing job at an amazing company, it also requires their astrology too. So we're not only waiting on your astrology, but we're waiting on the astrology of others for that divine timing. But that's okay. The universe takes care of all of that. But that is why there are times where we are waiting for things because, well, we have to be ready for it. And the company you want to move into has to be ready to hire you. And so timing is everything. And because we have Mercury retrograde at this time, you know, for you, it's in that area of what you love and value. And it is about you really tuning into, well, what is it that I really love and value? What is it that I want in my life? What is it that I want more of? This is the opportunity time to really look at what it is you want, because the universe is here to give it to you. And you can build lasting success with this energy for years to come, until there's the next 19-year cycle of the Leo Aquarius eclipses. So that's how big this is. Now, for some of you, it can be changing your life path direction. You've been going down this road, then all of a sudden, boom, you're over here on this road. And it could be that easy. Like, boom, you know, like, here you go. You just change tracks. And the next thing you know, you're on this new track. You're moving in a new direction. You're surrounded by new people. You're living a new life. You're having fun. And that's the key. Are you having fun? That's the key. You want to do what brings joy to your heart, what opens your heart, because that's the best of Leo. The best of Leo is the child, the childlike wonder, living from that wonder and curiosity, and being curious about who you really are, and life, and the cosmos, and the stars. Then the sun will enter Virgo on the 22nd. And that's good because it helps to ground this energy, because you're going to be just like, woo, pull me back down, anchor me, something anchor me, because I have, you know, you can't help it. When you have these many planets in your sign and they're in harmonious energy flow with Uranus and Jupiter and Saturn just lifting you up, it's very easy to, you know, just be pie in the sky, you know, and not see where you're going. Boom! Walked right into that wall. Out, another owie, another bruise. And so I like it. I think it's incredibly exciting and interesting. And Saturn goes direct on the 25th at 21 degrees Leo. And, you know, this is exciting. And this is about moving projects forward. You know, he's been camped out in that area of creative self-expression. And, you know, I'm looking forward to him moving on, because, you know, I have recently started singing again, which is good, you know, because he's just a heavy-duty guy. Saturn, you know, wherever he is, examines and tests, and so you never feel like you're good enough. Even if you've been doing it 100 years, you know, it's like, oh, you know. So with him moving forward, it can, you know, lighten things up, and, of course, he's going to fly into, well, not fly, but he's going to move forward, and he moves into Capricorn on the 20th. That's a big deal. But that brings the action into the area of work and service for you, which gives a relief to your fifth house, which is the area that he's been in. And that's the area of children, creative self-expression, true love and romance. And, you know, he can delay things, because he's just so good at that. And he can make things take longer. And so now with him moving forward, projects can move forward, creative self-expression can move forward, relationships can move forward, and so on. And that's good news. That's exciting news. And of course, Venus enters Leo on the 26th. Now you have Venus in Leo, Mars in Leo, North Node in Leo. It is just all things Leo. And, oh man, having Venus in your sign just makes you feel better and look better and attract abundance and attract good things. And so, I mean, this really is your month. I mean, always in August, it's the month of Leo, but this is your year. And this is all about Leo this year. And especially here in August, with the total solar eclipse in Leo taken off here. And, you know, it's just off the charts with this energy in Leo. And even Mercury re-enters Leo on August 31st. So now Mercury's back in Leo. So now you have Mars, Venus, Mercury, North Node, and Leo, even with the sun in Virgo, moving on to Virgo. It's still all Leo going into September. So you are at an incredibly strong time in your life. If something is completing in your life at this time, know that it's time for it to go, that you don't need it anymore, that you're done with it, and that the universe has something even better for you. So allow for what needs to complete to finish, and allow for the new beginnings to commence. This is about being bold. This is about pioneering new initiatives, and you have never had such a great solar eclipse in your sign that I've seen in decades in my life. And I'm not a spring chicken. And so, no, I'm seasoned. and it's got the grand fire trine off of it. It is gorgeous. And Jupiter is harmonizing with you. Jupiter is expanding you. Jupiter is saying, get out and communicate. Share what you know. Share your knowledge. Share your love. Share your comedy. Share your humor. Share your sense of humor. And you will find that everything falls into place. It's as if you can't do any wrong. I mean, it's, yeah, we could screw up. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely. And you can get things wrong, okay, but it's like you can do no wrong. It's like you'll be forgiven. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is like one time in your life where the universe is conspiring to really place you in a very good position. And this is a time to take risks. Put yourself out there. Try something new. Be bold. Experiment. You will be amazed at how successful you are. You'll be like, wow, I'm pretty good at this. And it's magical and it's exciting. And then you've got Saturn there totally supporting you in your sister sign Sagittarius. Practicality, patience, perseverance, and Uranus inspiring you, opening you up, opening up your consciousness, going, hey, see it from a different point of view. Hey, see other people's point of view. Hey, why not try this? Hey, travel, go on an adventure. Open yourself up to different cultures, different experiences, different people, and it will feed your soul. Really look at what you're doing to feed your soul. And when you're feeding your soul, you're feeding your inner child, and you're right where you're supposed to be. You're doing what's right for you, and that's going to pay off. That is going to pay off big time. And it will be incredibly exciting for you. I love this energy. This is a rockin' awesome time for Leos. This is it. It's showtime. The curtain is lifting, and you are the star. Yes, everyone's a star, but you are the only ones ruled by the sun. And so you're the rock star. Be a rock star in your own way. And then you can do it in a quiet way too, right? We don't all have to be out in front of the camera. It's not easy being in front of the camera. Camera shows it all. Is do it in the way that works for you. Do it in the way that makes you happy. Do it in the way that makes you smile. Do it in a way that is stretching you and growing you, because you want to grow now. This is the time to grow. This is about bold new beginnings and, new starts. All about you, personal development, personal growth, improving your health, improving your body, improving your self-image. And that is glorious and exciting. So, some of you are going to change residence. Some of you are going to change your careers. Some of you are going to change relationships because it's not part of the soul agreement anymore. You're getting the new downloads. You're getting the downloads of what it is you're here to do and what you're, who you're here to play with. And so if you've outgrown a situation, it is going to fall by the wayside. But that's because the universe has something better for you. So for those of you open for love, it's on. And it can be an incredible, passionate love affair, soulmate, intense, rock your world kind of relationship. It can be something that lasts for the rest of your life. For those of you coupled, this is about new beginnings. And if your partner is growing with you, then great, stay together. But if you've outgrown that relationship and the partner is down here, the universe is really going to point out the vibrational distinction between each one. But if you are finding that this relationship feeds you, emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, then travel together. Travel together, have fun together, do things that are just making your heart sing. And that keeps the relationship fresh and lively and ignites your passion. Keep a sense of humor, because light and laughter raise your vibration. When we're too serious, we're too low in energy. And we're always focused on the negative, we're too low in energy. Watching the news too much, too low in energy. Joy and laughter raises the vibration. And so do what makes you laugh. Do what makes you feel like a child again, and childlike wonder. Now, the clarity may come in after Mercury goes direct. That's something to consider here, is that, you know, these eclipses are bringing new starts and new beginnings, but it may not start until September when Mercury goes direct. And if you can wait to start something new, you know, I do recommend waiting until Mercury goes direct September 5th. So September is going to be a powerful action month from the integration of all the cosmic downloads you've received here in August from the universe, the upgrades, the expansion of consciousness, the new role you're here to play, the new identity, and so forth. But taking action, if you can wait till after Mercury goes direct in September, I recommend it. It's a good thing. And, you know, money, career, all of it is, you know, here for you and there for you, and opening up for you new beginnings in greater prosperity, new beginnings in career advancement. Absolutely all about new beginnings for you in where you need it. And for some of us, you know, we're going to continue to do what we do because we love what we do, but we may change how we do it. You may change it, right, to keep it fresh and lively. If you're feeling fresh and alive, then your work will be fresh and alive. But if you're in a place where it's not working for you, then it is time to consider moving on to something else that brings that joy and passion to your life. And health is going to improve. Health will improve with these energies. And that's good news too. So there's so much here for you, Leo. It's an amazing month, new beginnings, fresh start. It's all about breaking free and liberating you from what no longer serves you, so that you are feeling that joy, light and laughter, living your best life with zest and zing. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my videos. Leo, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It really helps support the channel. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. It's very easy. You go to my astrology page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, you go to my coaching page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you. So until next time, Leo, wow. It is beyond what words can say, but it is your time to shine. Shine that light, shine your love out into the world, and your joy and laughter. It will raise you up, and it'll raise all of us up with you. I wanted to sing for you one of my favorite childhood songs. It's A Frog Went to Courtin', and it is a love story. A frog went to courtin', he did ride A frog went to courtin', he did ride, sword and pistol by his side. He rode up to Miss Muzzie's door. He rode up to Miss Muzzie's door, where he'd often been before. He said, Miss Muzzie, are you within? He said, Miss Muzzie, are you within? Yes, kind sir, I sit and spin. He took Miss Muzzie upon his knee. He took Miss Mussy upon his knee, said, Miss Mussy, will you marry me? Without my uncle's right consent, without my Uncle Rat's consent, I wouldn't marry the president. Uncle Rat, he laughed and shook his fat sides. Uncle Rat, he laughed and shook his fat sides to think his niece would be a bride. Then Uncle Rat rode off to town. Uncle Rat rode off to town to buy his niece a wedding gown. Oh, where will the wedding supper be? Oh, where will the wedding supper be? Way down yonder by the hollow tree. The first to come was a little white moth. The first to come was a little white moth to spread out the tablecloth. The next to come was a bumblebee. The next to come was a bumblebee, played the fiddle upon his knee. The next to come was a tiny flea. The next to come was a little flea, danced the jig with a bumblebee. The next to come was Mrs. Cow. The next to come was Mrs. Cow, tried to dance but didn't know how. Now Mr. Frog was dressed in green. Now Mr. Frog was dressed in green, sweet Miss Mouse looked like a queen. They all gathered round the lucky pair. They all gathered round the lucky pair, singing, dancing everywhere. Then Frog and Mouse went off to France. Then Frog and Mouse went off to France. That's the end of my romance.